This is a Fox News alert. We now have more than 100 pages of emails on the Obama administration's response to Benghazi. 8 months after the terror attack, the White House finally releasing those emails. And you're about to see more of them. And also tonight, Attorney General Eric Holder saying no to a special counsel for Benghazi.
Mr. Holder, will you appoint a special counsel to investigate Benghazi?
No.
Congressman Jason Chaffetz joins us. First, your thought on a special counsel to investigate. The Attorney General says no.
Look, this administration has shown a propensity to not share the truth. They are not open and transparent, despite what the president said. So, special prosecutor might be a good idea. If Congress is allowed to do its job, then I think we can get to the truth.
All right. Well, we'll see where that goes. Let me turn now to the Benghazi document dump. First of all, do you have any idea whether all this is the full complement of emails?
I know absolutely for total certainty. This is just but a small smidgen of what they have. There are close to 25,000 documents, and we're talking about 100
emails,
hand-picked. A lot of them are emails. A lot of them are unclassified. The White House has hand-selected these. What Trey Gowdy...
If I worked at the White House, I wouldn't hand-select a lot of these. I'd tell you that much if I were going to turn them over.
Look, one of the documents that I think should be released, that the Speaker asked for last week, that my colleague Trey Gowdy highlighted in the hearing last week, is something that was done on the 12th, literally less than 24 hours after the attack. Beth Jones then says to most of the senior leadership at the State Department, she says definitively that she told the Libyan ambassador that it was Ansar al-Sharia, Islamic extremists, that committed this terrorist attack. Now, she doesn't use the word terrorist attack, but she does say Ansar al-Sharia, which has al-Qaeda ties. Why doesn't the White House, if they're going to be open and transparent, if it's okay to release these 100 documents, release that one? In fact, why didn't they release that? Because they're embarrassing. This is not the White House saying, well, look, these are classified. We're talking about unclassified documents. And still, more than 8 months later, they won't release them.
All right. So you can't subpoena them?
We could subpoena them. We're making progress. Every time I come on the show, we have the same discussion.
I'm sorry.
If you and I vote, this is an easy vote. Trey Gowdy probably vote for that as well. But we're taking this one step at a time, and we're making progress.
If she's saying this on the 12th in an unclassified email that the White House won't surrender, we've begun going through the 100 emails. The topic of video doesn't come up until the 15th, and it comes up in a subject line, which is the day before the talking points. Which was the 16th when Ambassador Rice went on. For the life of me, I can't figure out why they were stuck on that and kept pushing that on us, unless it's as many Republicans say, is that the president said a week before at the convention that al-Qaeda was on the run, essentially.
Look, we went from clarity. There was clarity when this event happened. We heard testimony from the people on the ground. We see an email that was going out to the senior leadership within the State Department. There was clarity. That then turned to a cluster, which then gravitated to a bunch of untruths that never got untangled.
Well, why
we didn't get more clarity, because they said, oh, well, it's the confusion of what's happening. No, we went from clarity to confusion to a cluster instead of the other way around.
All right, this email, the 12th, that won't be released. You say it's unclassified. Are you sure it's unclassified?
Absolutely. What happens
Why can't
right
you
now,
release it then?
Look, what happens is the State Department has shown over 8 tranches of different documents. They bring them down into the subcommittee room with a State Department minder, essentially, a babysitter, and they watch us and can take notes as we look at these documents. So we've taken this down by hand, what this email says exactly. It's unclassified. We have seen it. It was in that tranche. And that's the one that Trey Gowdy held up in the meeting.
Okay, so couldn't you have just said, could I Xerox this? Do you mind?
The State Department will not allow this. This is the tussle that we've been in.
The State Department won't allow you to Xerox a document that's unclassified that they're showing you.
Exactly.
Well, that's nuts.
That is what the White House press corps has got to go ask the administration, because the president will look you in the eye, he'll look in the camera and saying, as we get new information, we'll reveal it. We are open and transparent. And then they hand select 100 that don't necessarily even make them look very good. They're 100 out of 25,000.
What happens when you ask specifically about this September 12th email?
But they won't release it. They won't release
What do they
any
say?
of these.
No?
They say no. We will let you have
Why
it
not?
in camera.
Don't you then follow up and say, why not?
We have been having this since the very beginning. I asked just a couple of weeks after the attack to start providing documents. We have been so patient, but only now that they're being more embarrassed. The White House
Did we get these?
For White House press corps is feeling like they've been lied to and misled. Suddenly the White House will release those. If you're going to release those, release all of them. They're unclassified.
Congressman, thank you, sir. Good luck getting that email.
We'll
thank you,
get
sir.
it. Well, it'll happen.